Posted by you/thrower I, 25F, found out a few days ago that my sister, 24F, has been sleeping with my boyfriend, 25M, for over a year. Well, he's my ex now, but we were together for 3 years. They always had a close relationship, but I obviously took it as something innocent. I don't like video games, but my sister does, so they talked a lot by text, and I thought it was about games they liked. Until I found out that, no, they talked a lot about their secret dates while I was working and in college. I found pictures, videos, and a lot of other disgusting things in the chats between my ex and my sister. My pathetic sister found pleasure in asking my pathetic ex all the time if she was smarter or prettier than me. She even compared our private parts. What the hell? I just want to note that I think we're both pretty, and I think she's actually thinner and prettier than me, and even though she's an introvert, she has her group of friends, so I really don't understand where she got so much venom towards me. Our parents never compared us or anything like that, and she was always the one asking my ex to compare both of us in the chats. The first thing I did was throw all my ex-boyfriend's things out of the apartment. I insulted him in 1,000 ways, and also kept the PC that I gave him for Christmas. I didn't speak a single word to my sister for over a week, and she didn't contact me, like the coward she is, until yesterday when she sent me a message trying to justify herself by saying it was a mistake. Yes, a mistake that lasted more than a year. She said I should forgive her because we're sisters and a bunch of other nonsense. At one point, I thought, should I be the mature person in the situation who doesn't let resentment speak for her? But then I realized that I've never been that kind of person. I took my phone and wrote a long message to my sister that I would love to write here, but I am sure that I would break the rules since I called her out in every possible way and wrote a lot of personal things too. I told her how much of a failure she is, how she has always envied me, and that she needed to feel what it's like to be me for a second of her sad life. She sent me a voice message crying and saying that she's in a very weak moment mentally, but she's still with him now, and that I shouldn't make her feel worse. She said she regrets it. I just reacted to her message with a laughing emoji and didn't even listen to the long voice message until the end. Was it a low thing to go after all her flaws? Yes, but it's lower to betray your sister and believe that she's going to forgive you just because you share blood with her. Honestly, I feel really good after sending her that message and feel that it was therapeutic to get everything off my chest and gain closure. I helped my sister in every moment of her life. I literally fought for her when she was being bullied during high school. I helped her thousands of times to make friends, and I even accompanied her everywhere she wanted. It is a betrayal that really hurts, and I will never forgive, never. It hurts me that she slept with someone I love, but it hurts me even more to read the things in those chats, how she enjoyed watching him compare me to her, or how she asked him about personal things in our relationship just to laugh at it. She means nothing to me now, and my parents know it. I don't even care if I'm a bad person like them. This is something I can't forgive, and I don't feel bad about my reaction. Up in the comments. My mother was disgusted, and my father was angry, but they only comforted me until I left their house. I don't know what they talked to my sister about afterward, and I don't want to ask, but they will probably cut contact with her. She just said that it was a mistake, and in the voice message, she only talked about how weak she feels mentally and that she has been having a lot of anxiety. I didn't listen to the full audio because it lasts over 4 minutes, and I was getting even more pissed off with her just wanting to be the victim, so I stopped the audio almost at the end. She never explained why she said all those ugly things about me. Everything was about her being too stressed with anxiety. Message update. As a token of appreciation, I will put here half of the message I sent to my sister. The message I sent her was really long, and I cut out the parts where I talked about very private things or when I insulted her to not make the post too uncomfortable. I was really hurt and angry at that moment, and I talked about many personal things in the text. I'm sorry if it sounds weird in English. I did my best to translate it from Spanish and had to remove a lot of parts. I'm not interested in hearing any of your excuses. I believed you when you had a problem with your ex-friend group because I really trusted that you would never do something like that, but now I understand why everyone leaves you alone, and you deserve it. What you did to me is vile, and you know it, but you didn't care because you spent a year being the disgusting side piece of my boyfriend without any shame. Now that I've found out everything, you went days without talking to me because you are a coward, and on top of that, you still don't care about what you did to me. You're only talking to me because Dad probably stopped talking to you, and you're running out of money, so you want to fix this crap so he gives you money again. You were always selfish and a jerk, but don't you think it's a lot to be my boyfriend's second woman? How little respect do you have for yourself? We're sisters. I don't even know what's going on in your head because I don't understand what's wrong with you. Girl, I read all the messages between you, and you even started comparing our bodies. You're sick. You know that I never did anything for you to do this to me, and I loved you. But everything turned out really well for you because he's with you, so enjoy that feeling and the love you two have for each other for now because you are going to be really lonely later, and you are going to go back to your cave. But this time, I am not going to be there to pity you like I did before. Stay with him. There's nothing that interests me less than fighting for an idiot who is surely going to leave you. But let me make it clear to you that you're not going to hear from me again. This ends here. We are not sisters anymore. If I see you on the street, then I'm going to cross to the opposite sidewalk to not see you. Update 1 3 months 2 weeks later. They broke up, to nobody's surprise. When all of this happened, my parents scolded my sister, and she got offended and didn't speak to them except to ask for money. She claimed she needed money to buy things for her career, but then my aunt told my parents that my sister actually used that money to buy my ex some sneakers. My parents never gave her any money from that day on. She's an idiot, to be honest. My parents started paying for us to go to a private college, and the only thing we have to do is literally study. The only thing she had to do was take her studies seriously, but she didn't, so my father got tired and hasn't sent her money for months. My ex discovered the post because he said it went viral on Facebook, and obviously, he recognized the story. He contacted me to apologize and said he knows he did wrong by hurting me like that, but that my sister manipulated him, and it was a total mistake. I told him he can shove his apologies up his you-know-what. Meanwhile, my sister and I have only crossed paths a few times, but she always avoids me because she thinks I'm going to hit her. I won't. We're not pursuing the same career, so we luckily don't see each other too much. Anyway, a few days ago, she went to our parents' house, saying that she broke up with my ex, I don't know why, and that she felt really sad and had too much anxiety. I don't know exactly what they talked about since I wasn't there, but my mother told me that she told my sister she knew what was going to happen when she slept with him. My sister justified herself by saying that they are in love, so my mother and she just argued again, and my sister left. Now she doesn't talk to anyone in the family except our grandmother to ask for money. I know my sister is not going to change her bad habits, and she didn't learn anything from this. I even think she will get together with my ex again because they're just toxic with each other, but it's her life to ruin, not mine, and I don't care anymore. The bright side, I sold a PC to a guy from Reddit who saw my post, and that really saved me from having to keep paying the dues. My ex had told me that he wanted the PC back, but I told him he should pay the remaining dues, and he said no. So the idiot wanted the PC for free even though he slept with my sister. Unbelievable. I know it's a boring update, and probably everyone wanted the update to be my sister begging for forgiveness and my ex suffering, but no, they are just two idiots who deserve each other, and nothing more happened. Up in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and not forgive them. I can do both at the same time. And no, I don't forgive my sister, and I don't want her to forget this. I don't want to see her again. In a few years, I'll remember these two idiots and laugh, but that doesn't mean they deserve my forgiveness. Update 2 months and 3 weeks later. Hi, it's been a while since my last update, but some things have happened. First of all, about a month ago, my sister contacted me from another number to tell me that her friend saw my post in a video on Facebook. Apparently, it was even translated into Spanish, Lamau. We spoke again for the first time, and she made a big fuss, saying that I didn't even change our ages or details, so her friend obviously recognized that I was talking about her since I didn't even hide my nationality. I told her that I wasn't interested in her complaints, and that she should be thankful I didn't post it on my own Facebook. She called me some choice words because I portrayed her as a SLT, but honestly, I don't regret it. She started pressuring me to delete the posts, but I told her that it doesn't make sense to do it anymore because it's everywhere, so I just blocked that number too. A few weeks after I made my last post, they got back together, but now they're not together anymore. Acquaintances I have in common with both of them usually tell me that they cheat on each other all the time, or maybe they have an open relationship, I don't know, but those people always see them with other people in clubs. I'm not very interested in that since I avoid going to the same clubs as them. It's really annoying because my sister used to not go to clubs, but now she goes to the same ones I always used to go to. She always criticized me for going to those environments. At this exact moment, they are not together, and my ex has been looking for excuses to see me, like returning clothes I forgot at his house, clothes that I don't really need, which is why I never went to get them. One day, he came to my apartment unannounced to bring me my clothes, and I had no choice but to let him in. And we slept together. Just kidding, lol. I just let him into my apartment to drop off the clothes, and it was very uncomfortable because he kept reminding me that he's no longer with my sister and that I am a great woman. I told him that I know I'm great, but I'm not interested in hearing about his relationship with my sister, though I do love gossip, and then I just invited him to leave my place. He even tried to kiss me on the cheek before leaving, yikes. Meanwhile, my parents don't know what to do with my sister anymore because she's even stopped going to college, although she never really paid much attention to her studies, and they're tired of spending money if she doesn't make an effort. They've warned her that if she continues like this, they will stop paying for her studies, but from what my mother said, my sister doesn't care and really believes that my parents will eventually give her money again to fulfill her whims. I really hope she doesn't get pregnant, but I'm afraid she might do that just to get my parents to support her again. As for me, I feel much better. Except for the fact that I don't go to my favorite club anymore, I'm doing well emotionally, and I've already reached a point where I hear about their crap show as if it were something foreign to me, and I was just watching two crazy clowns.